Hello there and welcome back to one more exciting video of the Max World. Okay, in today's video we will try to revise the concepts that we had learned in the very first lesson, that is basic concepts in geometry. In this lesson we had learned about 8 concepts starting from point to ending on parallel lines. So in this one, the point is nothing but a dot made with a sharp tip, correct, and usually named with the capital letters, that is point A, point B. In the second concept we learnt about the lines. Lines is nothing but the unlimited or infinite collection of points that is never ending, and you cannot measure the length of line also, correct. And we also had learnt how to name the lines in 2 different ways, correct. After that we learnt about the segment. Segment is nothing but again a part of line which is the collection of points, right. What is the difference between lines and segments? Lines, they are never ending, you cannot measure the length of line, right. And for the segment, they are the part of the line and you can measure the length of the segment, correct. And now as we are here with the rays, there are few important concepts about it that we cannot just explain, we just have to visualize it. And here we go with the rays first of all. Okay, so for the ray we had learned that it's a part of line which starts at one point and goes forward in the same direction continuously. Okay, and that is called ray. Generally that starting point is called as origin, and the point where it moves, okay, it called as direction. Okay, the name of the line, name of the ray is what we have to take care of. Usually the name of the ray is always written with the origin first. Okay, what is the origin? Presently the ray that you are looking on the screen is nothing but the ray JR, correct. And the second ray that you are looking at the screen is nothing but the ray, that's your turn. Okay, so whatever the name of the ray of the second ray is given to you, or you can imagine or you can estimate, you have to write it in the comment section below. I'll be waiting for that part. Okay, the next one concept that we learned about the collinear points. So first of all, just see the demonstration over here. There are few points on the plane or on the surface. Okay, the name of the points are OMDG, right, and we can draw a straight line passing through those points, right. And if this condition is there for you, okay, that you can draw a straight line passing through 3 or more points, keep it in mind, 3 or more points, then those all points are called as collinear points. Okay, so here is the definition for them. First of all, when 3 or more points are present on the same line, then those points are called as collinear points. Then what if one of the point is moved away from it, like G is not there on the line? So can we say this GDMO are collinear points? No. Presently the diagram that you are looking is nothing but of the non-collinear points. But in the same diagram, if you observe point OMD, they are nothing but the collinear point. So it depends upon what group you are choosing, boys and girls. Okay, if you include G in the group, then of course they are non-collinear, and if you do not include G and you just mention about OMD, then of course OMG, it is a collinear points. Okay, I mean to say OMG means oh my god. Okay, so next concept that we have to see, we will do one little bit activity, boys and girls. Okay, so here on the screen we have one diagram, okay, and a table is given to me. Okay, now by observing the diagram I need to fill the details in the table. I just need to put a tick mark or say yes or no by looking at the group. See over here, the first group that you can see is point T, D, J and K. If you observe the diagram over here, T, D, J and K, they are not collinear, correct or not? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to write yes in the column of non-collinear and no in the column of collinear. Second group is given to me as point R, J, K. Again, R, J and K, they are not present on a same line, or we cannot draw a same line passing through them, so that's why they are non-collinear again, right. If you observe the point TDK here in a straight line, correct, TDK, that's why TDK can be a collinear. And in this way you have to keep on doing the another sums. And now we will move towards the next concept, and that is concurrent lines. Students, if you remember, concurrent lines are lines at least 3 in a group. Okay, 3 or more lines which are passing through single point, then those lines are called as concurrent lines. Keep it in mind. So here we are with the example. Over here you can see line A, line T and line M. okay, over here are passing through point H together. So we can say point H is the point of concurrence, and lines ATM, line A, line T and line M are nothing but the concurrent lines. Okay, so here is a definition of them. When three or more lines pass through a single point, then those lines are called as concurrent lines, and point through which they pass is called as point of concurrence. So here in the diagram, the way I told you, ATM, line A, T and M are concurrent lines, and point H is the point of concurrence. And as this is the definition and the concept of concurrent lines, let's try to complete one activity over here. Okay, here is a table for you, and now from this diagram we have to identify which are the concurrent lines and which is their concurrent point. So if you observe the diagram carefully, then you will come to know that this section of line is nothing but the concurrent lines. If you observe the shining one, correct? So line A, line B and line C, and the bigger line, that is line AD, are nothing but the concurrent lines. And if you observe them, they all are these four lines, A, B, line A, line B, line C and line AD or line AC, you can say any name, okay, are passing through point A. So point A will be called as concurrent point, correct? So here is the answer for that. Line A, line B, line C and line AD are nothing but the concurrent lines, and they are passing through point A. Okay, so boys and girls, keep it in mind, the biggest line or the longest line over here presently we can see that is AD. Okay, that line AD has 3 points on it, point A, point C, point D, correct? So the name of that line can be written as line AC, line CD, line AD. In any way, these all three different names are gonna symbolize or are gonna inform or indicate same one and the same line. Keep it in mind. Okay, and the next line that we need to write, we have to find it out first of all. Can you see the group of three lines at least which are passing through same points? Is it visible to you? Can you imagine it? Yes, of course, yes. And here is the next group, line P, line Q, and you can say line AD also, line CD also, line A and line AC also, correct? These three are again concurrent lines, and they all are passing through point D. So point D will be the concurrent point, correct? And here is your answer. So I hope you have understood this part. Now let's move on to the next part of the concept. Can you guess what kind of line or structure you are looking at presently? So if you see group A, they are intersecting lines because they are intersecting at one point. Okay, if you see point B, I mean to say figure number B, okay, you will see those lines are not meeting exactly each other, correct? But sooner or later, the moment they are going to increase their length, they are going to meet somewhere in the plane. Okay, and if you see group C, okay, at that time those lines are not going to intersect. Doesn't matter how many times or how much length you are going to increase, correct? So this is the special feature of that group C, correct? And this special feature makes them parallel lines. Okay, and we can say from among these three lines in figure C are called as parallel lines, and line in the figure A are nothing but the intersecting lines. So let's try to identify these parallel lines with few more examples. Okay, so same diagram the way we did for the concurrent lines. Okay, in this diagram we have to identify the parallel lines first, and the shining one are nothing but the parallel lines, correct or not? So line B, line M and line Q, if you increase the length of these lines, they are not going to intersect. They will never intersect, correct, actually, and hence they are nothing but the parallel lines, correct or not? Yes. And can you see one more pair of such parallel lines in the diagram? Yes, of course. And here they are with a glittering shine on the screen, correct? So line A and line P are nothing but again parallel lines in the diagram. So in this way you should be able to visualize, or you should be able to imagine the concept of parallel lines and see those lines through in the diagram, correct? And here is your answer. Line A and line P are nothing but the parallel lines again. So move on. I hope you have understood this part, and here we are with the next question. A group of diagram is going to you consisting ray, line segment and lines and collinear points also, and I need to write all those answers. Okay, so if you see collinear points in this diagram, collinear points means what? At least 3 points, okay, must be present on the same line. So can you see 3 points present on the same line? I can see very clearly. What about you? Point M, point O and point T, correct? And if you see another group, it is point R, point O and point N, and here is our answer. Point MOT and point RON are nothing but the collinear points, right? If you see ray, okay, ray must begin with the point that is origin, and the name should be written with the origin, and it should be directing towards the direction, okay, with that, towards the arrowhead. So over here you can say if you begin name with point O, then definitely you are reaching out towards the arrowhead, correct? So all the segments or the part of line, anything that begins with O over here presently, okay, can be said as ray. Ray OP, ray ON, ray OT, ray OS, because another end is nothing but the arrowhead, correct? And that is why I can say all these starting with letter O are nothing but the rays in the diagram. And for a kind information, this same ray, if you omit or if you remove the part which is after the point M, you can say, okay, after the point M, then till if you consider only M or only that point, okay, from O, then those are same ray, name of the rays are nothing but the segment for them, okay. And in this way we can write the name of the line segment also. See over here, I can say this MT are nothing but line also if you go beyond those points, okay. And if you do not go beyond those points, and if you just stop there exactly at M and T, okay, then you can say it's a part of line and it can be termed as segment, and that is why MT is written in the segments list, okay. So but same MT can be said as line also, don't forget this part. So in this way you have to observe properly, see what is the question, what is the concept asked to you, and according to concept you have to imagine the diagram so that you can write the answer properly, okay. In this way we have revised the concept of basic concepts.